Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. New angle, as I'm sure many of you have just realised. Yes, I thought it would be best if we included a little bit more Chelsea in the frame instead of windows, you know. I know you can still see one, but let's just pretend that doesn't exist. That is the most important thing, that is what we want to talk about, and that is why I've changed it up. This is the setup from now on, and I hope all of you are doing well today. We're all still absolutely buzzing from last night's incredible performance where Chelsea got themselves to the quarterfinals of the Champions League for the first time since 2014. How long have we been waiting to say that? Honestly, unbelievable. Top performance, knocking Atletico Madrid out of the competition. 2-0 at Stamford Bridge, 3-0 on aggregate. That is how we roll now. And today's video is going to be more of an analysis into our possible opponents for the Champions League quarter-final, which we find out tomorrow when the draw takes place. Now, before we get into today's nitty-gritty, I'm going to ask you guys, if you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. Yes, I launched it yesterday, as I did tell you guys on my match review. Patreon.com/YTF. You will find the first episode of the YTF podcast, where my first guest was Jan from Football Therapy. We had a good near hour-long conversation. A YTF podcast episode is now released every single Monday with a different guest, so keep your eyes peeled. Alongside that, Younes Reacts has its first episode out on the Patreon as well. The show where I react to football-related videos that you guys suggest to me over on Patreon. There's been some good suggestions so far. That is a weekly feature every single Wednesday where I will be releasing a Younes React. So keep your eyes peeled. As the patrons begin to rack up, I will start doing more Q&As and a live stream every Friday where I interact with all of you personally. So I'm looking forward to when I can be able to do that. Once I hit 100 patrons, I will be able to start that up. That way we get some good numbers and some traction going on for those of you that are going to be watching the live stream. So keep your eyes peeled. Do check it out. Patreon.com/YTF. Also, don't forget to check out the new YTF podcast clips channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. Do check it out. Link in the description and also right here for you to click on now. Let's get into today's nitty gritty. Chelsea's possible Champions League quarter-final opponents. Let's go through it one by one and see who would we prefer, who would we want to avoid, and who would be in the mid-range of okay, we don't mind if we get them. Let's start off with Bayern Munich. They are one of the 7. They are the favourites to win the entire competition. Let's have it right. I don't think any of us want Bayern Munich right now. I think we can accept the fate if we make the final, just like we done in 2012. Like we knew we were going straight into hell, and boy did we. But we came out of it unscathed and we managed to win the Champions League that year. It's not a good time to play Bayern Munich at all. They are the one team that have everything. Defensively, in the midfield, up front, the tactics, the manager, the way they play, the individuals, everything about them is world class. We have to avoid that right now. And if we do get Bayern Munich tomorrow, honestly, it's going to be the biggest test that we have had in years. Now, if we do get it and we somehow get past Bayern Munich, I think we become favourites to win the whole competition. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We want to avoid Bayern Munich at all costs. We don't want them. We move into Manchester City. Manchester City are a weird one because I think many of you are going to be looking at Man City and going, no, we don't want them. We don't want them. And I agree, but I'm not scared of them. I'm not frightened of them like I am of Bayern Munich. I'm frightened of Bayern Munich, I won't lie. I do not want Bayern Munich at any cost. Manchester City, they're beatable. They're beatable. As good as they are beatable. Since Thomas Tuchel has come in to Chelsea Football Club, we have conceded 2 goals. Manchester City conceded 7. Their defence is flipping reliable as it stands. But Manchester United proved that if you have a good game plan and you can nullify their attacking threats, as long as you have something on your team to get past City, you have the advantage. And Man United done that very effectively. With us and the way that we're set up with our absolute concrete defending, let's have it right, I think it's safe to say that if we do go up against Manchester City, we can give them a run for their money. And over 2 legs, anything is possible. So I want to avoid Manchester City. I don't want them. But if we do get them, it's still possible to get the job done over 2 legs. It would be possible for us to knock Manchester City out and proceed to the semi-finals. But I don't want City. We move into Liverpool. Liverpool are a team that I think many of us can look at, especially after our recent win at Anfield, where we can go, yeah, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Absolutely, I'll take it. Despite them picking up a bit of form recently, they've picked up some good results. They're still nowhere near even the fraction of the team that they were last season. We can get a job against them done. We've done it recently, and we know over 2 legs we have the team to beat them home and away. Absolutely. So I would take Liverpool. I'm not scared of them at all. And if we do end up with them, I will be not ecstatic, not over the moon, but I'll be like, okay, yeah, definitely. We should be favourites for this. They're there for the taking. Let's move into Borussia Dortmund now. Borussia Dortmund are a weird outfit here because they are in the quarterfinals because of one man. One man and one man only. And if it wasn't for this one man, I don't even think they would have made the last 16, let alone get to the quarterfinals. They are only where they are now because they have Mr. Erling Haaland, the hottest prospect in world football as it stands, alongside Mbappe. And I think if it wasn't for Haaland, Dortmund wouldn't be getting goals as much as they have been. But right now, if we were to get Borussia Dortmund in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, it would be an audition for Haaland to see how he features against us. That would be very interesting to see. With Marina and Petr Cech in the stands watching and on the phone to Roman, telling them exactly what they think, first-hand experience of Haaland in front of them. I don't want to look at this potential tie as, oh, Haaland being able to get through our really good defence. I want to flip it. I want to flip it on how about our defence being too good for Haaland to score. Because Haaland, whoever he faces, he seems to score. Coming up against us and the way that we've been playing, how solid we've been at the back. Defensively, we have been so robust and so concrete, it's ridiculous. It would be a test for Erling Haaland to see if he can get some goals against such a good defensive outlet like Chelsea at the moment. Not just our back three, but as a setup and as a team, Thomas Tuchel has us so well drilled defensively, it's unbelievable. So it won't be easy for Haaland. Let's not get it twisted here. Let's not look at it as, oh, we got to face Haaland. This might be too difficult for us. No, let's look at it as he's facing Chelsea. He's going to find it flipping difficult to score because we do not concede. We do not lose. But Borussia Dortmund, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind playing against them, although I think there are better options that we can go with. Now, let's move on to Porto. Porto, I think I can speak for everyone when I say this. They are the one team every Chelsea fan wants tomorrow in the Champions League quarterfinal draw. Hands down. Porto right now, and I don't want to make it look like they are easy. They're not easy. They're the easiest out of the 7 teams available, but they're no mugs. They knocked out Juventus in such good fashion, and we have to make sure we realise that. However, when I look at Porto and I look at Chelsea, despite how well drilled Porto are, they don't have superstar players, and they've got Malang Sarr, who's on loan from us, and they've been playing very well as a collective. Their manager has them playing very efficiently. But when you look at us and Chelsea and how Thomas Tuchel has us set up and how well drilled he has set up and how efficiently he has us playing, I think it's safe to say you put the 2 teams together, we should come out strongest. And that is why every Chelsea fan that you can speak to right now will tell you they want Porto in the Champions League quarterfinal draw. Now, a little fun fact here, the last time we faced a Portuguese team in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, 2012, Dubois, you can add that to your list. So Porto definitely would want. We move into PSG. PSG are a weird one here because I think many of you are scared of PSG. I'm not, and I'll tell you why. PSG, very similarly to Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund are very reliant on one man, Erling Haaland. PSG are very reliant on one man, Mbappe. Simple as that. You put Mbappe out of the equation, PSG become a very ordinary team. And I'm not taking away what they've done, especially last season, Champions League final and all of that, fair play to them. But they had Thiago Silva, who's with us now. They had Thomas Tuchel, who's with us now. And Neymar, we don't know what's going to happen to him. If he were to feature in a PSG versus Chelsea clash, would he be fit? Would he be at 100%? Would he be still recovering? Would he be absent? We don't know. But I don't think Neymar will be the threat that many think he would be if he were to feature in a quarterfinal against us. Especially with the injury that he has, the recovery time the time we play against them, if we were to play against PSG, I think it wouldn't be so beneficial to have Neymar in that team and rely on him as much as I think PSG would rely on him. But Mbappe is the one threat. Mbappe, like Erling Haaland, is the one man you have to stop. And I truly believe with how well set up we are defensively, I think we will have what it takes to stop Mbappe in his tracks. On top of that, we got Thomas Tuchel, who knows PSG inside out. He was only their manager last season. You got to remember that. They have the same team and the same players. He knows them to the T. So advantage Chelsea if we were to get PSG. That is why I'm not as scared as I believe some of you are of PSG. Although, when you take it all into context, I would say that's one of the teams that you want to avoid. You do not want to voluntarily be drawn against PSG. Let's have it right. Now we move into Real Madrid. Real Madrid, I would have. Happily. And I'll tell you why. Real Madrid have been all over the place this season, especially in La Liga. They are all over the gaff, right? There seems to be a thing of Spanish teams. We've seen the dip in Barcelona and all the internal politics that has affected their performances on the pitch. They have been a shambles. Real Madrid are behind Barcelona in La Liga. That tells you everything you need to know. Atletico Madrid are the La Liga leaders. Look how we dispatched of them so easily. So Real Madrid, absolutely bring them on. And I know they've got good quality. Don't get me wrong, they've got Modric, Benzema, who's actually hitting some form, so that's really good to see from Benzema. But put in the team, Real Madrid, and what they have and how they've been playing against Chelsea, the way that we've been playing and the way that Thomas Tuchel has us set up and how solid we are defensively, as well as being able to dominate play. When compared to our opponents, I think Real Madrid would have a very, very tough time playing against us. So if you're asking me, who would I want in the quarterfinal draw for Chelsea to be putting up against, I would want Porto as option number one, hands down. They are the easiest of the seven, for sure. After that, Real Madrid. Definitely Real Madrid. And I don't think we'll get Real Madrid because we never get pitted against Real Madrid. The last time we played them was in '98 where we beat them in the UEFA Super Cup. So that's a fun fact for you that don't know. But I don't think we'll get them. My gut feeling is telling me somehow we're going to get drawn against PSG. That is what my gut feeling is telling me. We're going to get drawn against PSG because that's just the way the world works. It's written like a book. Thomas Tuchel against his old team. PSG, Chelsea. It's a bit of a fairy tale story here. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we got PSG, although I hope we get Porto. Porto. Real Madrid, I would happily take. Borussia Dortmund, I wouldn't mind. Liverpool, I wouldn't mind. Any others aside from that, PSG, not necessarily scared of them. I do believe we can get a job done, but it will be difficult. Manchester City, similar story. And then Bayern Munich, I just think we should avoid until the final. Or hope they've been eliminated by the time we get to the final. Fingers crossed if we do make it there. And they're already gone. So that would be lovely. Hopefully we don't need to come across them. But if we do come across them, it has to be the final in Istanbul. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I would take Porto. Porto is my go-to. Let me know who your go-to is. Who would you want Chelsea to face in the quarterfinals of the Champions League? We find out tomorrow in the draw. I will be live streaming my reaction to the Champions League quarterfinal draw 11 a.m. English time. So make sure 11 a.m. GMT you are tuned in here. Younes Talks Football, where I will be reacting to what goes down. We also find out who we will be facing in the semi-final should we progress from the quarterfinal. So it's going to be a very, very squeaky bum time draw. I think it's safe to say we're all going to be very nervous. It's going to be a very interesting watch. Make sure you're here to catch my reaction. And thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. I want to give a quick thank you to all of you for 60,000 subscribers. Yes, I've hit 60k. Thank you all so much for your support. It's honestly second to none. I cannot complain one bit. You guys have been awesome in every single aspect. The way that you watch my content, you enjoy it. You enjoy my watch-alongs. You enjoy anything that I want to put out for you guys. You guys seem to dig it. So honestly, thank you all so much. 60k, road to 100k, road to that silver play button. It will happen. It is going to happen, but it's all thanks to you. So honestly, we move, we keep going onwards and upwards. Don't forget to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/YTF for extra weekly exclusive Younes Talks Football content just for you special ones out there. Thank you so much. And don't forget to check out the YTF Podcast Clips YouTube channel, which you can find right here, and links are in the description. I'll see you tomorrow for the reaction to the Champions League quarter-final draw and semi-final draw. I'll see you then. It's going to be a big one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.